Okay, it is Friday.
Friday.
Hot Boy, Shane, Cannibal Gypsy, Mike G. He drives caravans like gypsies do. Palm readings the whole bit. We are here reviewing a creature feature for Final Friday today. We love our creatures. We love our features. It is Megaboa time.
Megaboing, starring the great Eric Roberts.
The fucking national treasure, Eric Roberts.
Who we can all agree is fucking high as a kite throughout this movie.
I don't think he knows he's in a movie.
He's like RVD high.
Many drugs. Bro, you look fucking fantastic, by the way, dude.
You really do. You really, really do.
Thank you.
So let's talk about this movie. It's the story of two poachers searching for a snake to kill, Megaboa, 50 feet long, and a teacher and his students on this island for what reason exactly?
They need to photograph petroglyphs for research.
Okay.
Because they're doing prehistoric research and then bring that information back. It's a 5-hour hike there, 5-hour hike back. Sounds like a brutal fucking day.
Yeah. And apparently they went to an island that almost no one could get on and off of.
And it is a rainforest.
Yes.
And I think
I'm out, by the way. I'm good.
Oh, yeah. Literally never. You'd have to pay me to go here.
Fuck that
shit. I think the Amazon does cross this place.
Yes.
Did you mention the Amazon? Yeah. No, you wouldn't have... You could... No, I mean, like, honestly, there's a million things out to kill you over there, right?
Well, yeah, considering this island has both giant snakes and, unknown to anyone, giant spiders.
And they didn't go for the cannibal tribe element, but there's a cannibal tribe in there.
Yeah, well, there's everything. The fact that this movie, like, literally with, like, 15 minutes left, introduces a giant fire spider.
Threw you for a little bit. It's a little much.
It was unneeded. I didn't need the spider element added to this.
No, but it definitely bumped up my rating a little bit.
Okay. I actually want to look it up while we're talking about this, because while we're like watching this movie and Eric Roberts is just being higher and higher, there's just a part where he's like, a Megaboa. I mean, I've heard of a Titanoboa, but I never heard. Is Titanoboa a movie?
I don't know, but I literally love when they get the drone footage and they see this fucking ginormous snake. It's just so big, cuts off like half the screen of the drone.
Are you still rocking out your drone from time to time? I know you have one.
Yeah, here and there. I mean, I was doing it when I would go on hikes. Now it's probably just too cold to bring it out because any like strong winds, they don't recommend droning with the winds.
Didn't you bring one to like Maine last year?
I did. Flew it in New Hampshire.
Yeah,
pretty cool.
That's cool.
Pretty solid. I like drones. Cool. Their drone was bigger than mine, though. Mine is a little smaller. In any case, yeah, Megaboa, like Shane said, it's going to start off with two guys. They are hunting boar, but they're going to be the ones that getting hunted because they're going to see this ginormous snake up in the trees, the canopy of the trees. It's going to come down. It's going to knock the one guy down and absolutely constrict the fuck out of the second guy. Constrict him to death. Cutting into already, they're not even like planning. They're there. They're in the rainforest.
Yeah.
Eric Roberts in troop. He is their professor. I think they're the like graduate students that are his research assistants.
Yeah.
And you have one girl that was like ex-military, two guys, one that just like very, very, he can't really walk that far without having to drink water for some reason.
Wild. Yes, wild.
And then there's another girl, I think her name, two more girls, one girl with the drone and the other girl, Grace, who has freckles and really doesn't serve much of a purpose otherwise.
What was that one Amazon movie with the green
Inferno?
That movie was dope.
It was good.
Yeah.
It was
Wasn't
Eli
that
Roth.
a Eli Roth vehicle? Yeah.
I like how we just call everything vehicles now.
Yeah, that's what I do.
Bless you.
That's two.
Bless again.
You got another one in there?
Maybe later. No, I'm good. No.
He's good.
He's good. We're all good.
We're good. We're almost as good as Megaboa is.
Okay.
What name do you prefer, the Megaboa or the Titanoboa?
Megaboa. It's much easier to say.
Megaboa for this case because it was the Megaboa.
I prefer Titanoboa.
You
Big
will-
shocker. You guys don't like anything I say.
What else is new?
Are you gonna fucking do your little show? Your little stupid show?
Oh.
Well, we could do that, but I just wanted to know, I read somewhere that this is actually based off a true story.
A fucking Megaboa?
It's based off
The Titanoboa.
a true story.
Yeah.
Did you find anything?
Yeah, Titanoboa. It's a real thing. It's a prehistoric snake, apparently.
Wait, you were looking up a movie about it, or like the actual snake?
No, there wasn't really a movie
They're
about
looking
it.
for
So
prehistoric stuff on here because this really happened.
Yeah.
Not. You know what I did there?
I love it.
Nah.
It cancels out everything I
I
said.
like you so much better than Shane. Probably it's not even funny.
wow, I'm canceling SNN.
Thank. Oh,
Oh wait, it looks like SNN is back. Little did you know, students who went to Donda University are losing their scholarships due to Kanye West's comments.
did I not tell you not to
What
bring
university?
him up?
Donda University, Donda University, Donda. What is that
losing
thing?
their
know?
scholarships.
To colleges because they went to Donda High School or whatever.
And this just proves
What's
my.
the affiliation with him?
It's his high school.
He
Owns it.
So like he also has a sports like company.
Yeah.
Called Donda Sports. Jaylen Brown's on it,
Yeah.
and like a bunch of people are leaving it. But this goes to show, like, no matter how much fucking money you have or how successful you are in what you do, never ever will trump the fact that he has a terrible human brain. If I had to like take on his success and wealth, but also had to take his brain, I wouldn't do it.
Fair. My only point is, like, for these kids that are going to high school, they have no fucking affiliation with anything.
Yes, which is what
It's
Jaylen Brown
fucking-
has said, and apparently now people are attacking Jaylen Brown for defending the
society
kid.
is so fucked up. It's actually, are we living in the real world right now?
No, this is all Matrix simulation.
This is like a fucking
I
simulation.
can't do it.
You know what's realer than this world? Megaboa.
Megaboa!
Yeah.
My phone fell through the other side of the couch.
Other side now.
God, dude, these couches just eat phones.
Shane, do you got like a protection on that thing?
No,
or
the
you
screen's cracked and everything.
just from now?
No, it's been cracked.
Why don't you fucking throw a case on that?
Because I'm getting a new phone soon.
Bro, it's so like him. He never fucking wraps up anything.
No, he's not a rapper. He never was.
Never
Yo,
wraps.
I'm a rapper. Yo, 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 I'm sitting here in the basement looking at all the cement.
There's no cement in here.
Damn it.
That trumps what did you say the other episode? And I turned to Brian and said, I don't like you.
Yeah.
That's what you just did is worse.
Yo, 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 look at me. I'm
What's
a
your rap
cool-ass
name again?
Little Lamp.
Let the people Little Lamp.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Kind of looks like a rapper right now.
Yeah, because I'm a cool rapper. My name's Little Lamp. I get my skateboard, go up off the ramp. You can't touch me. I'm unstoppable. Unstoppable is a really big word. I didn't realize I can't rhyme anything with it.
Let me get this straight. I get crucified on this show for reading 1 minute of news.
You like candles.
I do.
Okay.
I buy them quite often now.
Candles are great. You know what's even better? Bath bombs.
From Lush.
Yes, love them.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt you.
Oh, you didn't?
I did.
Okay, that was it.
Let's talk about the movie.
Yeah, we probably should. Okay, so
Fucking sick of this shit.
the poacher will meet up with the students, right? And as he meets up with them, he looks like he's dying. Like
Beep the right.
his mouth is dry as hell. He looks dehydrated. it. And then they meet up with him the next day, and he's perfectly fine, like nothing had ever happened. I couldn't make any sense of it. Eric Roberts is going to get bit by the spider that instantly his skin starts to get necrosis.
You love how like this ginormous fucking, they call it a hornet spider, crawl.
Yeah.
The second they get there, just crawls in there and like you're done.
Yeah.
That's what they're going. And everybody's like dressed like with their tank tops on. And like, if
they're
you were
the-
going into an area where literally everything's apparel, why would you dress like that?
Yeah, just wear as
Seriously,
much
dude.
covering as
I
possible.
don't care how hot it is.
Yeah.
Like, dress up so you don't get bit by fucking hornet
It's like
spiders.
when you're hiking in the summer, you gotta fucking cover your shit.
Yeah.
Here's the thing,
That's
though.
how you get ticks.
The weather there is okay, but the weather everywhere else is bad. It's stormy.
Yes.
And he can't get out because they called the place where they chartered a flight, and they were not sending anybody out till at least tomorrow, pending the weather.
Yes.
Thing is, that it's already bad.
Wasn't that with
It's
the winds though?
necropsy.
Yeah, the winds.
What were we looking at? 50 knots?
50 knots.
That's a lot of knots.
knots.
A lot of knots, Shane.
So can we also talk about how this movie
What has
steals
more
the plot
knots?
to Anaconda 2?
Yeah.
What has more knots, the winds there or my back most days?
Oh, your back. Your back's fucked.
For sure.
Your back is fucked. But now you interrupted me as I was comparing this movie to Anaconda 2, because the whole point of Anaconda 2 is that there were a research team going to this jungle to find the orchid to cure Alzheimer's or cancer. And now this whole plot is they're trying to find the orchid.
Anaconda 2? That's the plot?
Yeah.
Who's in that one? Is J-Lo back in?
No, the black guy that's famous.
Holy shit.
I think, maybe it's Maurice Chestnut?
Did they re-up on John Voight at least?
No, he fucking died in the first
No, they
one.
can bring him back as a different character, though.
Yo, you're actually...
As a higher being. Cerrone the higher being.
Put his fucking mouth in the movie at least.
Now you got me. I gotta look up who was in Anaconda 2. It wasn't supposed to be that big of a point. I just want to point out they were kind of similar. Now I'm looking this shit up. The movie's literally called Anacondas, The Hunt for the Blood Orchid. Here we go. Cast. We got, Maurice Chestnut. Oh, you got Katie Strickland, Eugene Bird,
Love
Johnny
her.
Messner, Matthew Marsden,
I know him.
Nicholas Gonzalez, Carl Yoon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
At least next time don't call him some famous black guy, you know?
Why?
Put some respect on the guy.
I knew it was like a guy. Anyway, so yeah, it's the same plot, right? So they're going to get to the orchid area, and they come up with this genius plan to have one guy climb a tree into a pile of snakes.
Well, I love this because they, the one thing that we got to call out, and it's just a big part of the plot, is that in the middle of their camp session, the guy from the beginning that got attacked by the snake does come back.
Yeah.
His name is, shit.
It's Joaquin.
Ooh, you remembered it. Whoa.
They say it a lot.
Yeah.
They say it a lot.
Yeah, because the one girl, the army just blurts things out.
Yeah.
That's her thing. Blurt Wonderstone. And he comes back. He looks weird. They're a little hesitant. Everybody is. And Eric Roberts is like, you can spend the night. Hell, do whatever you want. Take all our water. Take everything.
Yeah.
In any case, he's like, no, I'm going to hang out by the beach.
These girls? Yeah.
Go for it. Yeah, my research
all
is
you.
Not me. I have a girlfriend.
Yeah, Brian didn't even look at these girls.
By the way, Caitlin has been very not pleased, mostly with me.
What did you do?
That I'm not giving her, like, she's pulling a Mike G, where I'm not giving her sufficient credit for bringing Pabst Blue Ribbon coffees into our lives. She thinks I'm taking the credit for that.
Really?
I knew like me and her were like close friends because that's, you know, give people credit when it's due, you know.
She definitely told me about
Shout
it.
out Caitlin.
Say shut up,
So-
Caitlin.
Shout out.
Oh, I was going to say.
Shout out to Caitlin.
Shut up, Caitlin.
Brian,
Shut up.
you can tell me to shut up. You do it all the time.
You should
Because
shut
you're
up.
a filthy, filthy pero. I'm so sick of this.
Gamate.
This diva attitude of his.
So yeah, this guy's a little up to something. But he's like, you know what? To cure that, we're gonna have to go and find the orchid, like you mentioned earlier. So then they're going for the orchid. Thing is, they're like, oh, yeah, there's some snakes up there. These snakes are fucking huge.
Yeah, I ain't
Right?
climbing
Like,
up there.
why-
I ain't climbing up
But I
there.
feel like they undersold the snakes.
Yeah, they did.
And then they see the Megaboa, which then they're like, oh, well, that's a snake.
Yeah, that was a big snake.
I can't stay in this position because I'm gonna fall asleep.
I hate you. I hate you
It's
so
like
much.
when we used to go to the movies on Sunday mornings
And you would fall asleep.
all the time because those chairs are so fucking comfy.
Half of them don't even recline anymore.
Really?
The theater's falling apart. 2 weeks ago,
Whoa! What'd you see?
I saw Smile.
How was it?
It was good.
You didn't see Halloween? There's Halloween. You can go to the theaters.
I saw it on Peacock.
Nice. I didn't even know it was on there.
Yeah, it's free on Peacock.
Interesting.
You throwing a wreck at Smile or no? Like, would you?
I would
recommend
watch
it?
Smile because the last 3 horror movies I've watched that don't count these, I watched Smile, Halloween Ends,
Oof.
and I watched Hellraiser, the new one. And Halloween Ends is so fucking bad.
I heard.
And Hellraiser is so fucking mid that it made Smile even better.
So mid.
But yeah, so let's talk about this.
Real quick, back to Smile.
We're never going to talk about this.
Didn't they
Megaboa.
fucking do that in Truth or Dare already? Isn't
It-
that just a copped thing? They copped
Okay,
it.
it's different and done much better.
Better?
Yes.
But I gave Truth or Dare like a 10.
But you're actually a raging psychopath. So,
Can't argue with that. Just a better movie. Like why'd they steal the idea?
yeah, I guess so.
Kane Link's the demon.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been watching a lot of horror movies lately. It was like
Yeah, he's going through them.
pretty hit.
Megaboa.
To be squared.
Probably talking about Megaboa.
Sure.
Let's do it.
Because there's really, this is the thing. This is another one. There's nothing to talk about.
Well, the guy's gonna go up there to try to get the fucking orchid.
Yeah, and then he's
Gonna fall and almost break his
legs. And then they're like, we're not doing this. This is dangerous. This is stupid. And then the snake throws up their friend that had gotten eaten earlier.
Yeah, because the guy was lagging behind. He picked them off.
Yes. One thing we forgot to mention. Yeah, he got eaten.
Now they see a regurgitated friend, and they're like, "Oh fuck, how are we gonna explain this?" Like, we don't tell anybody. We bury it. Only us. We don't even tell the professor.
And they're like completely stealing this from I Know What You Did Last Summer.
Who fucking cares? Like, you're gonna tell someone that a fucking 300-foot snake ate your friend? I mean, like, that's fucking pretty insane.
Yeah. And then the part the only one part they want to leave out is they saw him get regurgitated.
That's what snakes do. They do that to everything.
Yeah, they just regurgitate.
What do they do more, that or shed? Them's are shedding often.
Both. I mean, 'cause when they eat, they regurgitate their food, and 'cause I think they swallow it.
Yeah, they swallow it whole.
And they shed all the time.
There's so many crazy videos of snakes just
Eating things.
swallowing like fucking zebras and shit whole.
Snakes are sick.
It's fucking wild, dude.
What a sick animal.
They
It's the
start
craziest
down
shit.
here, and their mouth climbs.
It's unbelievable.
It's all the way up here.
Unbelievable. Every time I watch one of those, it blows my mind.
Yeah, snakes are kind of wild. So they're going to be like, Joaquin, we ain't going your way. We're leaving. We're going to go to the beach. He's like, there's traps everywhere. You'll never find them.
You'll be back here in under an hour.
And they do get back to him in under an hour because there are traps literally everywhere.
Yeah, there's literally everywhere. It's true.
So they're like, okay.
There's also, don't they run into like a ton of snakes?
A ton of snakes.
Which is why there are traps everywhere?
Yeah. Then they're like they go back to Joaquin. They're like, all right, we will follow you. He's like, there's a research center or something like that we could go to. Oh no, they go back to get the orchid first.
They go back one more time because he actually did trank it.
Yes.
So the thing is tranked. And then they're going to go back. It's still looking tranked. And I think does he go for round 2 on this thing?
Yes. He doesn't try to trank it again, but they think he could get up in time to get it. And the problem is the snake wakes up. They grab the orchid, but the guy gets...
Yeah, they grab the orchid through the method of dynamite.
Yes, they blow up the tree. Tree falls down with the snake. Snake wakes up. Snake kills the other guy. Jason?
Yeah, the guy it was the guy that was climbing.
Yes.
He absolutely, because what happens is they're targeting one of the girls, and he just tries to pull a hero move, and he just absolutely gets eaten almost instantaneously.
Yeah, eviscerated.
I laughed so hard at that part.
Yeah, it was
wild.
actually hilarious.
The CGI is terrible.
He squares his shoulder to the snake. He dies like half a second later.
Yeah. But they do have the orchid now. And now is when they're actually moving, and they go into the spider cave.
Yeah, there is a cave on the floor. They go into the cave. This is funny because like there's a little army of the same spiders. So they're like, we should go. And then like Joaquin gets in front of them to prevent them from leaving. He's like, we're not leaving. It's safer here. She's like, there's literally a trillion spiders down here.
It's crazy too because you actually see her stomping on them, but clearly the spiders would be overwhelming her because there's so many. But then it doesn't matter because there's literally a giant spider.
They recede because apparently like that's the mentality of a spider. You see one kill them, they get scared, so they leave. But is, like you said, a ginormous one of these spiders.
They light it on fire.
Well, she has 2 flares, and she actually pelts and nails both of them without even trying.
Would you rather fight 10 horse-sized chickens or 1 chicken-sized horse?
I would fight the chicken-sized horse.
Agree.
That'd be pretty scary, though.
I mean, that all just 10 chicken-sized horses.
You get pecked to death.
Sounds literally terrifying. At least you're fighting one beast versus like 10.
Like a small. You're essentially fighting like a very, very, very small pony. If it's one horse-sized, like a chicken-sized horse.
One thing I like to mention: the acting in this movie is absolutely atrocious.
Oh my God.
To the point where like every time something comes on screen, the one girl that is military vetted just screams "Snake!"
Yeah.
Snake! Like I don't know where, like repetitively, and you kind of just want to die.
Well, it's like Eric Roberts. Eric Roberts, when he gets bit by a snake, it's like, oh no, ow, oh, this is bad. This is bad.
He's like, I can barely, he can barely walk, and then
all the drugs talking.
She does fasten him, like the girl there with the drone fastens him like a nice little crutch to walk on, because they're going to walk towards the research station because their drone is picked up that they're going over there.
Yes. So they are working towards a research station. The other three get out of the cave to escape the spider. Luckily for them, Megaboa then fights a fire spider.
They do a face off.
Yeah.
Don't they see some like fucking glyphs down there, like fire
Yeah,
glyphs?
that doesn't even matter though.
The cave glyph has like a weak tie to the end where like it looks
It
like
sort of ties in.
It number one, it doesn't even look like this, but it looks
Yeah.
like a bunch of like natives fighting it, and like it's shedding skin, and like that's literally it.
Yeah.
So like you gotta kill it when it's shedded or
Yes,
something?
that's
That's what it is, but you would literally never get that from that drawing.
Yes.
That drawing is literally
Right.
chicken scratch. And I always said this: Native Americans can't draw; they never could.
Ever.
So yeah, that whole thing happens. The spider is murdered actually very fast by the snake. Probably right out of budget to actually film a good fight.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And then they get to the research station. At the research station, once they're inside, they now fight tinier snakes.
Little baby snakes that come out of like they open a drawer and like they're just like pummeling out of.
Wild.
So
But they accidentally set the place on fire, which they fucking are stomping out fire where they would be on fire. Do you
Yes.
see when their like legs are in the flames?
I
That
do.
clearly very, very real fire that's on
Yes.
the ground.
Wild. Like I swear to God, it's like I know the fire looks fake, but their legs are like up to fucking their thighs and
They're
fire.
basically kneeling in fire.
So the big snake comes, and now they got to fight the big snake. And I think this is like one of the greatest scenes of all time. Is this where she takes the machete and just throws it at the snake,
Does
and
literally
it bounces off of the
So
snake?
funny, dude.
I think my favorite part is the random spot of lava that, of course, is conveniently there. You
Oh
know,
yeah, that's right. The lava pool.
of course it's there. Like, what is it? Oh, like they do research there, and like, don't go in there because I'll burn you alive. And I'm like, there's no point for this to be here.
Remember
why is it there?
Lava and Chula? What was that movie?
Lavantula.
That was great.
Why is there a zip line going across? Oh, because they collect samples from the middle, but don't go in there. So, no, you'll
How
die.
do you collect samples from a zip line?
No idea. It's the stupidest thing ever. Literally, just like it's purposely put there to come up with an ending to kill the snake. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, anyway, they're going to get chased by the snake, obviously up to the zip line, because if you introduce a zip line, you got to use it.
Got it.
So the three of them all ride the same zip line. The snake will grab Joaquin.
Literally, you don't actually see anything happen to Joaquin, but that's what is supposed to happen. But when you look at it on screen, it looks like he just falls off
That's true.
into the lava pit and gets killed.
You know what made me fucking almost die of laughter? When they do that like POV over the top shot like of the snake looking down at Joaquin, and he's just like shuffling side to side. He's like, "Come on, come get me." He's like,
Yeah.
"Come over here."
Oh
Dude,
my God, I forgot about
It
that.
reminded me so much of that Selena Gomez fucking. What was that movie? She's in a car the whole time.
Trespass?
Getaway. Oh,
No, it's Getaway.
It is Getaway, right?
Who's the
That's
guy in the
Nicolas
movie?
Cage.
Oh, Ethan Hawke.
Dude, her whole entire
Where she's like,
fucking-
"Whoa!"
Her dialogue in that movie is just close-ups of her face as they're driving the car. She's like, "Watch out! No, look!" It's the same shit. He's just shuffling side to side. He's like, "Come on, come get me."
It's insane.
Another cool scene before the ending too that I was mentioning to you guys earlier. There's a very obvious goof as they're trying to fight this off. That you see the one girl, I think her name is Grace, have a sword, then have an axe,
Yep.
and then very clearly the next scene have a sword when she like punctures it, and like they think she's dead, but she's like kind of not.
Yeah. So just some basis of how we got to the scene Brian just described. Once Joaquin and the snake fall into the acid pit, you think it's over because they actually meet up with Eric Roberts and the other girl. But then the snake sheds its skin out of the lava pit, slaps Eric Roberts in the back of his head with his tail.
Oh, my head. It
so
hurts so
fucking
bad.
funny. Oh my god.
His acting is like, oh. Eric Roberts might be the best. He is like
No,
a better version of
he's the
Michael
best.
Madsen.
He's
Well, you
the
know what's
best.
hilarious? There's an episode of South Park where they resort to cannibalism and they're like, eat Eric Roberts. And he's like, why?
Is that honestly just how he always acted?
I guess.
Ooh, who's on more drugs, Eric Roberts or Michael Madsen?
Oh,
Madsen.
They're both on a ton.
they're on a ton. Michael Madsen was just like, his eyes were dripping.
Dude, and Lava Lantula, that he's on so much.
No, that's
fucking
that's shark season.
Oh my bad.
You were thinking of Steve Guttenberg and Lava
Right.
Lantula, who was not
Right.
on drugs, just doing a really fine job because that movie was hilarious. Yeah, so the scene happens where the girl stabs the snake through the head, like Brian had described, and they get off the island.
Yeah.
That's it.
The knot's finally slow.
The knots are slowed. They have the orchid. They force feed it down Eric Roberts' throat.
With the stems, they have to crush it
Yeah,
up.
they crush stem and just put stem down his throat.
Love it.
And they're saved.
Yeah, I mean, the whole backstory about the cave is like the way you kill it. The girl Grace came to the realization that it's like once it sheds its skin, it's still alive, but like that's when you gotta kill it.
And they do. And that is Megaboa. Honestly, it's saving grace is how bad Eric Roberts is. Like, he actually is this. He is so funny in this movie.
So like calm in the midst of an absolute shit show situation.
I truly think like they were like, all right, let's film Megaboa. We don't have a budget, so we just gotta use you guys. Let's go to this deserted forest. Why the fuck is Eric Roberts here?
So you're saying they found him
in that forest.
Okay.
And we're like, yo, do you want to just like do this movie with us? He's like, yeah, I'm Eric Roberts, sure. I'm in 700 movies since 2017.
He's in none of the action. He's literally just sitting there and trying to think about standing up for an entire like feature film.
Yeah. This movie should have just been called Eric Roberts and the Snake.
now. The very last part of the movie, was that like another Megaboa eating, engulfing the dead boa?
That was the Titanoboa.
Oh, that's when they revealed the Titana.
I think that's what it was supposed to be.
Is that what it is? Because wasn't the Megaboa bigger than the Titanoboa?
Maybe. So maybe
it was the Titanoboa the whole time.
And now this is the Megaboa. Oh, that's deep. That's deep.
Oh, so we don't know. We'll have to find out.
Real missed opportunity here, though, not having Eric just like fuck. Tell me, I know I'm a fucking savage. Tell me you wouldn't love to see him just like smash fucking.
You want to see what his body looks like.
I really wanted him to take his shirt off.
I mean, yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing him take his shirt off, but I don't need to see him smash. I'm good on that part. So, yeah, let's
I'm the weirdo.
Let's just cut it.
4, 3, 2.
Yeah, that's a little tease, Shane. I know you love the movie.
The movie. It's just Eric Roberts. I don't love the movie.
Nah,
I love Eric Roberts. Like, it is worth, because it's an hour 22. It's worth it for Eric Roberts.
Oh yeah, no,
100%.
This movie's definitely watchable. I mean, the acting is just absolute dog shit. Like some of the worst you'll see, but it is entertaining.
It is. It
For
is.
sure.
Yeah, like I definitely enjoyed watching it, and they throw a spider, and they're like, "This doesn't fit in the movie at all."
No, it had no
Not
purpose.
even close. Probably shouldn't even be anywhere near there. Bumped it up though. Hell yeah.
Well, there's
Oh,
a
so you're
fire
saying,
spider,
like-
no less.
I give passion bumps. You give spider bumps.
Oh well, like this
Well, you
movie,
live- yeah,
this
well, I
movie
think-
was a legitimate 2 until I seen a rando spider that had nothing to do with the plot being tossed in.
Do you see how many spiders are in this basement?
This is a spider basement.
I haven't seen one yet. That's due to Brian's
Brian took a lot.
expert termination skills.
Yeah, it's great.
What do you give bumps to, Shane?
I give bumps to the holiday season, which is coming up next, which is why
You're
we are
such a
opening
professional. You're so
December
good.
up with a Christmas horror story. We get to see Santa versus the
Who's he fighting?
Krampus.
Who's he fighting?
He's fighting the Krampus.
Oh, man.
Santa versus Krampus.
Oh,
That's
man.
how we're opening up December.
So you
what
ha-
better way?
You have this Italian saint
Yes.
versus this German demon.
Yes. I love it.
Okay.
I love it.
All right. Chris Kringle versus the
The Krampus.
Krampus.
I don't think he has another name.
Krampus.
For Krampus. We reviewed that one.
No, solid movie.
It was.
You guys just gave me an idea. For my next porn. Do you remember my first porn? How good it was?
Yes, right.
What was it, Shane?
It was acid pussy.
That's right. And now my next one, Krampusy.
Ooh.
Krampus just going around town, slaying,
I'm actually, that
Sniz.
has to have been done already. We'll check into it later.
just crushing sniz.
I can't take him anymore, Brian. Sign us off.
Okay. That's it.
It's been a long day.
Almost in the final Friday. We're done. It's been a
Bye.
long. We're done. I'm getting a little.
I'm
drunk.
actually just done with
I'm
Mike.
good. Done.
Yeah, I have to deal with, he's going to bump into the camera.
Yeah, we'll see you next Friday. www.thefinalpodcast.com. You know where we are.
Stop. I hate his face.